Welcome to the Living the Dream podcast with Curveball. If you believe, you can achieve. Hello and welcome to another episode of Living the Dream with Curveball. I'm your host, Curveball, and today, once again, we are joined by Shane from Mediate. We're going to be talking about a new app for the blind called Super lidar. He's going to explain what that's all about and what you need to do to download it. So, Shane, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Curveball. It's our third time, right? Third show,
Absolutely.
third episode of
Absolutely.
Living the Dream with Curveball that we've done together. It's good to be here, man. I
Absolutely.
love the show. You guys have been a huge supporter of the company, of Mediate, and of me. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that.
Most definitely.
Um,
Let's get into this new
sure.
app that Mediate just launched and explain the app and explain the technology, the LiDAR technology, because I didn't even know about this stuff. Explain how this app was even possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So lidar. So we have a new app called Super lidar, and it depends completely on lidar technology. Lidar uses sensors to create beams which are able to assess distances and orientation in a space. So the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max have been integrated with LiDAR sensors. Apple's put LiDAR sensors in those two phones. And we're expecting that all future iPhones will be equipped with LiDAR sensors. And so as soon as, as soon as I joined the company and when we were developing SuperSense, people were talking to me about lidar and the potential for lidar, and so we jumped on to lidar as soon as we possibly could to develop super lidar. And what super lidar does, I want to give you another quick reminder that unfortunately it only works for the iPhone 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max currently, but it
Now,
will work
doesn't
on
it
any
work for
phone
the
with a lidar
iPad
sensor.
Pro? I think it works on the
It
iPad
does.
Pro. Okay.
It does. Yes, you're
Sorry to
right. Thank
interrupt.
you
I just
for
wanted to throw that out there.
No, thanks for the reminder. I forgot it worked on the iPad Pro. Forgot those had the sensor. So yeah, you got the iPhone 12 Pros and the iPad Pros, and any future device after that, I think will have it as well. And you can download that from the App Store now. It's out. It's up. Super lidar. And what the app does currently, it's kind of a prototype release. So the app is centered around finding obstacles. So it will report to you the obstacles in a space. So when you have an open space, the app will play a higher pitch. The pitch will be high, and then as you get closer to any kind of obstacle, the pitch will descend. It'll get lower. And what's really cool about this is the cameras on the 12 Pro. At least I've tried Super lidar on the iPhone 12 Pro, so not the iPad Pro, but the 12 Pro has an incredible field of view, and I would expect the iPad would have the same. So it can see in about 4 feet in every direction and then 30 feet out. So you can get feedback about obstacles above your head, down where your cane or your guide dog would be, and off to the sides, and then out far away. So it's gonna give you an incredible field of view, and it'll
So
report to you
basically, you,
when there
you
are
don't have to
obstacles.
wave. So basically, you don't have to wave the camera around. You can just kind of
No,
point it.
no,
Perfect.
hold it steady. Yep, hold it steady and just walk forward, and keep the camera pointed directly away from you, and it'll report it to you. So the pitch will, as I said, if the environment's open, it's an open space, the pitch will be high, and then as you walk closer to an obstacle and it picks something up, it will descend. The pitch will get lower, and then once you become 4 feet away or closer to an obstacle, then the phone will also vibrate in your hand. And then finally, we've added the ability we've added in some of the exploration features from SuperSense. So it will be able to identify people and whether or not they have a mask on, in the time of the pandemic. So this lidar thing, what's really cool about it is it's instant as well. So it's going to give you this information incredibly quickly and really very accurately. It saw a person's hand in the camera when I was testing the app, and it knew that it was a person. It was really cool. And we're working on adding more of those exploration features so you can find things like trash cans or staircases, mailboxes, any of that stuff, doorways with super lidar as well. We're working on incorporating those as well.
So let me just ask you a question real quick. Is
Yep.
there a way, is it possible, and it might not be right now, but is it possible for you to demonstrate it for listeners where they can kind of hear it or not?
I wish, man. I wish. I don't even have a 12 Pro myself. One of the things I'm working on actually is getting access to one so I can do demonstrations like these. So I'd be happy to meet with you again and run you a demonstration as soon as that's possible for me, because it's really an incredible thing. I always describe it as like a way to augment the navigation experience. So you're not really this is in no means a replacement for a cane or a guide dog and the skills that we know as blind people to navigate. This just augments what we have. I can echolocate and hear something. Super LiDAR will tell me what it is. So I can use my cane and my echolocation and super LiDAR combined to do even more efficient things in terms of navigation. It's also completely free. So super lidar, we understand you paid enough for your iPad Pro or your 12 Pro, so you can just download super lidar right away and use it to your heart's content. It's also completely feedback driven. So we're working on some new stuff to add to it that might be useful for you, but we also want your feedback as users. So if you've used the app, please get in touch with us with your feedback, because I'd love to hear that.
So I got a couple of questions for you. Can you talk
Yes.
about any of the new features that you're working on? And the second one, does the Android devices have this LiDAR technology as well, or is this only for the iPhone right now?
So unfortunately, only there are no Android devices with lidar sensors. There are some equivalent technology in Androids, but we haven't developed an app for those because the market is so limited. The problem with Android as a platform for something like this is that there's a lot of variety. There's not as much standardization. So when you have a lot of different devices, even though they're running the same platform, some devices might be equipped with laser sensors, some might be equipped with LiDAR sensors, some might be equipped with sonar, all these different things. So we haven't yet found a good opportunity to create something similar on Android yet. Regarding new features, new stuff, I can't tell you yet. The most important thing, the most important things that we're doing right now is for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be doing research with all of the super lidar users. We reached out to everyone who is using SuperSense who has an applicable device for super lidar, and so we're now working with those guys to see what they think and get their feedback. So we'll have updates and new features coming pretty soon. The cool thing about this podcast is that it's really early. This is one of the first shows where we've talked about super lidar. The cons of that is that we don't know where we're going yet. We're still in the research stage, learning about what we're going to do.
Absolutely. Anything else you wanna talk about? By the way, listeners, LiDAR is spelled LID as in dog AR. So when you go to the App
Yes.
Store, type in Super LiDAR.
Yep. 2 words, super lidar. That's all from me. Thank you so much for listening and learning about lidar. Please let us know what you think about the app, and of course, check out our other app, SuperSense, all one word, SuperSense, on the App Store and the Play Store as well. Love to hear your feedback about any of that stuff. Thank you
Absolutely,
guys so much.
listeners. Absolutely. And please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review, and tell a friend after listening. For more information on the Living the Dream podcast, visit www.djcurveball.com. Until next time, stay focused on living the dream.